Hey everybody, happy Tuesday to you. Rusty here. And we're gonna make some pizza dough today. The other day I had a comment saying that y'all would like to see my process for how I make my pizza dough. So go ahead and make her up for you. 2 tablespoons, well not 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of active yeast. That's instant active yeast. And then I need a little bit of hot water and some sugar. So I'll be right back. All right, see if I can get this for you. So I've just got a little bit of sugar and instant active yeast in there. Next step, add a little water. Give it a little love. Try not to get your yeast all the way up on the walls. See how that's just kind of sitting there doing nothing? Shake that up a little bit. Okay, I'm the only person eating this, and just like always, I'm the only person eating this. Use proper utensils, I suppose, if you're cooking for other people. Not suppose, for sure. So we're gonna let this bloom. You let this sit there for 5-10 minutes. Once it gets foamy, you're ready to go. Start the next process. All right, welcome back. You see that? See how foamy it looks on the top? It's got a real yeasty smell, like fresh bread, like fresh yeast. I mean, what else do you want it to smell like? So now that that's done, I got out a second bowl because I was gonna mix my dry ingredients, but the only other dry ingredient I've got is gonna be flour and sugar, really. So I'm just gonna mix it all together in the same bowl. Nobody wants to do extra dishes if they don't have to. So, recipe calls for around 3.5, maybe 4 cups of flour. I'm getting low again. That's one thing I didn't realize is these little 5-pound bags, like, they go fast as can be. That's not what you're here for. All right. Yeah. Calls for 1.5 cups. You know what we could do? Because that's still wet. If you don't have one of these, get one. I'm not saying you have to have one, because if you've got measuring cups, you're fine. But this measuring cup's wet, and I don't want to use it. So what I do is I switch this over to grams, and you need 112 grams for 1 cup. I need 3.5, so I need approximately 336 or a little bit more. So I just kind of eyeball it. We're gonna start with 3 cups. Yeah, close enough. There we go. No, it went over. Oh no. And because I don't have any olive oil, just need a little bit of this. I believe I said I just need like a tablespoon. So, and then you're just gonna start the old process up. Make sure to get your edges, work those in. And you're just looking for a shaggy dough, which it's already starting. See how fast that happened? It just changes consistency real fast. So that's honestly just about good enough, I think. So I'm gonna get my stuff out of the way here. Lower down my surface. Okay, so it's got some scrapings left in there, but not much. Make sure your hands one of the key things that I could take away from what I've learned is, for what I'm about to do, is you want your hands coated in something. Flour is the best thing because it's already going to be what you're working with. Water is a great second choice. Great second choice. I'm just going to try to get everything off of here. Okay. Good enough for me. So. Oh no! You guys went for an adventure. All right, welcome back. So before the cut, I got all this put together, and then you just kind of start working it in. Make sure that your hands are good and covered in flour, because otherwise you'll end up getting these little chunky bits all over your hand. You just need a little bit, don't add a lot. A little bit goes a long ways. One of the things that took me a couple tries to figure out. And then you just keep pulling the side that you haven't worked yet, and you're just trying to incorporate it all together. And you want to do this until it develops like a smooth consistency on the exterior. Every time it does this, it gets kind of sticky. You start sticking your hand again. Just lightly tap your hand in some flour and make sure that you're working on, you know, a good floured surface. And you're just developing that gluten, I think. You're building it up. Just do this process as many times as it takes. So because I only used a cup of water, this might be a low moisture. So I might have messed up. I mean, it doesn't look like I messed up. It looks pretty decent to me. But your moisture is key. All this stuff is very necessary for the whole process. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody continuing to join the channel. I think we're up to 33 followers now. Woo, woo. Oh man, catching some traction. You guys seem to be enjoying what I'm doing. You know, I do more than just bread. So I hope you don't mind that some other stuff's gonna be on the channel. You know, I like to one wheel. I like to adventure. I like to go out and see things that, you know, I otherwise wouldn't normally see on my day-to-day life. But bread has been my all-encompassing new hobby that has just been taking up my time. I decided to start posting about it on YouTube, and you guys have really, y'all have really been catching traction. Really seem to be enjoying it. Doesn't help that I'm, oh, okay, yeah. Every time I do that, I'm pushing it out. Oh, there you go. So every time you push this down and you get her kind of going the way you want, fold it over and then push the other way. So you're always working on X or Y axis. So every time I turn this over and fold it out, so it was on the X, now we're gonna fold on the Y. And then get this all pushed down, looking good, fold it back over. And just do that. I mean, I haven't had to put any flour on my hands. They're looking pretty decent. And the dough is starting to, you know, really form. Once I'm done doing this, I'm gonna put this in a bowl. Wherever I get my bowl. Put a little oil in the bottom of it, put a cover on it, and let that sit in the fridge. Because this is for dinner, and this is morning time. That's why I was drinking coffee. I mean, I can drink coffee anytime I want, I suppose, Austin. Old Rusty over here drinking coffee. So put this in the bowl, put some olive oil in there, put a lid on it. Let it sit in the fridge because the fridge is going to slow down the yeast activation. If you left it out on the counter, if I left this out on the counter today, I would come back and it would be just completely bloomed. It would be so big that I may not even be able to work with it. So that's good enough to me. I'm gonna call that good. A little bit of oil. And then you just bloop, put it right down in there. I'm fancy now. I bought some of these. Oh, this one tore. You gotta upgrade, you know? Can't just keep doing things the same way. But appreciate y'all coming along for the adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content and you'd like to see more of what we're doing here. Your boy Rusty will be back this afternoon and we'll make some pizza. Thank you. Appreciate you checking us out. Violence is never the answer. Welcome back. Get out of there. Delicious pizza dough. It's looking yummy, looking delicious. Putting plenty of flour on there, covering every square inch. Now you may be asking, Austin, this is too much. And you're right, because that is too much. Habadoo. I don't know. What are you doing? Mazel tov. They're replicating. So we'll save these for the breadsticks, and we're gonna make the pizza with this. All right. That's all we need. We just need this right here. See, it's already starting to. It's gonna be extra thin. We're just gonna have to give it a little love in there. Okay. Go back together. Go back together. Nope. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you accidentally tear that. I guess we'll never know what you're supposed to do. Oh. There. That's all I wanted. All right. Cut that out of the way. All right. So tonight we're gonna have hamburger and sausage. So I'm gonna cook those up, get our last ingredients together. By the time I get those cooked up, oven should be warmed up and we'll be ready to go. All right, we got everything pretty well cooked up and ready to go. As I said, we're doing hamburger and crumble sausage today. Last time we did pepperoni pizza. Turned out pretty decent, I thought. So, a smaller pie than I anticipated making, but I'm using the other half of the dough to make some breadsticks. So, we'll see how that goes. Yummy sausage, get that all loaded up on there. What kind of seasonings do y'all put on your pizzas? I just put a little lambettes over on there. Come on. Let go. Oh, you bastard. Why are you not letting loose? Did not like that, did you? Okay. I shouldn't be able to touch that. That wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. But put that in there. All right. One thing down. Timer. Okay. Put that in there for that. And breadsticks. So, breadsticks, breadsticks. Gotta make some breadsticks, breadsticks, breadsticks. Yes, I tend to repeat myself. It's okay. Okay. Right? I mean, should be good enough. And then I'm gonna put some pepperoni. 2 of these. Wrapping up some pepperoni. Wrapping up some pepperoni inside of it. Right? You know, like just stretch it out a little bit. Stretch it out. Hide some pepperoni in there. What's the worst that can happen? It comes out delicious. You're just jealous. Jealous. I saw this when I was up in Chicago, and they probably did a much better version of this. Theirs had cheese in it, and they expertly wrapped theirs. I'm very inefficiently wrapping mine. It's okay though. Practice makes progress. Every time you do something, you get a little bit better at it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that's probably the worst one I'll ever do. I don't think I could do a worse one than that. There's one. Right? I know. I'm a genius. I'm an evil, maniacal genius. Now, if I did put some cheese in here, that would be equally okay with me. See, that one turned out a little bit better. More like a brontosaurus, though. Skadoo. 2 pieces. You push down into their belly, and then pick that up, put that over there. Oh man, these are gonna be delicious. I can already tell. I already know. I've got future vision, and it says these are delicious. Rusty, make these again. These are fantastic. I must have more. Mi amor, I must have more. Yeah, you boy. Got pipes? Not very good pipes. Most of the time people are telling me to stop singing. Yuck, 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 yuck. I mean, I think they're okay. Do a little twisty twist. We're gonna do one just, you know, like that. And then a double. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A tentillion. Okay. So we'll see how those turn out. We'll check in when we get back. You dirty bastard. Part of it didn't come out. Well, real time. Gotta fix it. Oh no, disaster has struck. Fuck.
What did you cook it on? What was that thing in there? Like a stone?